Yeah, I mean, I think we spend a lot of time in the car, driving back and forth from hotel to tournament site, and we talk a lot about, whatever it may be. Might be, about the next match. It could be about, the family, but it could also be about the health of the game of tennis. And I thought that with Tony, when we were driving in the car, who was my agent, what I would love to see more legends in our sport. I feel like our legends only have a role if it's commentating or if it's coaching. But for a legend to go coaching, it's hard because you got to be there probably at least 15 to 20 weeks a year. Commentating is not for everyone. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have an event which, really invites everybody to come and just actually have a great weekend, a get-together, because we as a tennis fraternity, we really like to see each other, we do. And we miss each other because when you're playing on the tour, you don't think about it, but when you're retired, probably, you don't see anybody anymore. You're a little bit forgotten sometimes, which I think is a big pity, and that's where I think the idea came alive, and then it was just a question of like, well, what are we talking about? Where do we start? And we tried to draw up some ideas, and the end is basically what we're seeing right now at the Laver Cup in Prague, Chicago, and now heading into Geneva in September.
You have some amazing A-list sponsors yourself. We note that they're the same names coming forward on the Laver Cup. Was that a coincidence? Did you have to twist their arm? Were they trying to really persuade you to be on board?
No, I mean, look, it's a new product. When it's a new product, people don't know, and when you don't know, sometimes it can be scary, or it's just very exciting. So, very excited that Rolex, jumped on board. They've been so supportive of tennis. I mean, overall, they have all the Masters 1000s, all the Grand Slams, and they also wanted to be part of the Laver Cup. Some others were maybe a bit more cautious, or just said like, look, it's not for us, but maybe down the road. And there was no pressure, from our side. We really wanted to have sponsors on board who were extremely excited, and I think the Laver Cup really can't complain about sponsorship, because I know it's never easy. It's not easy to find. Some people are fighting to get the big sponsorship. Some are fighting to get the small sponsorship, and it's a battle, an ongoing battle actually. So from the Laver Cup standpoint, I think we can be very, very happy.
Last question. You're still a tennis player. You like the business of organizing. Can you see yourself maybe going forward more in the future?
Well, I'm not organizing the Laver Cup. All I'm giving now is ideas, from a player's perspective. How can we make it fun for the players? Then I think of the fans, because I see a lot of the fans around the world, so I want them to have the best experience, maybe sometimes even media, because I work with you guys, like what would they like as well? So, because I want it to be a great experience for everybody. One day, maybe, yes, I'll start organizing stuff. I doubt it, but you never know. In terms of the business, yes, I've always been truly engaged and interested in my business, because there was also a time I didn't have an agency, for a couple of years when I actually became world #1. So those were interesting times, and I think a really important time for me to actually care, because very often you're being told as a tennis player, you go play tennis, we'll take care of everything. And I think that's the wrong approach, to be quite honest.